He's an associate, and what it took for him to become an associate therapist takes more resiliency than most people have in one pinky. His spinal cord injury wasn't just about losing functioning in his body. It's about overcoming not knowing how people are looking at you, knowing how people are looking at you, having people not know, do I help, do I stay away, what do I do? And this guy pushes through. He's got one of the greatest hearts, one of the greatest minds, and the resiliency he has is something we should all strive for. But my question to you is, how do you define resiliency?
You can't be resilient without persevering. Simply put, to persevere, to be resilient, is to never quit, to never give up, no matter how hard life gets. And I want to add not only just that, but whether or not your situation changes or get better. It doesn't matter if I ever walk again or not. I'm still going to choose every day to persevere, to move forward, and to not stop moving.
Your feelings don't matter when it comes to your resiliency.
I probably experienced every emotion possible in a very short amount of time, and ultimately my feelings didn't change my circumstances. I had to focus on what I could still control, which was mainly my mindset.
What was the biggest feeling, Zach, that could have gotten in the way of your perseverance and resiliency? Was there a moment that you really struggled with how you were feeling?
After my accident, I was laying in the hospital bed, and my only two options were I could either give up and quit, I could feel sorry for myself, or I could suck it up, I could fight, and I could move forward. The choice was easy. I wanted to fight. I didn't want to quit.
What made you think that you, of all people, could be a therapist helping other people?
I never planned on going to college. When I was in high school, I was an athlete. I was a C's get degrees mentality. I did not care about academics. And so when my accident happened, it took away all of my physical ability. I could help people. I still have my brain. I still have my voice. I can talk to people. I could be a therapist.
After you were on your journey becoming a therapist, did you have any low moments that you can think of?
It's the fear of failure, the fear of always needing help for certain things, feeling like I'm a burden to others because I do need help with things. We can't always control the cards that life deals us. We can't always control the circumstances that we go through in life. But the one thing we can always control, the one thing that will never be taken away from us, is how we respond to those situations.
Your response is sometimes based on a lot of internal motivation, including your faith. Do you mind speaking to that a little bit? And I know that you have a certain verse that you like to share.
I knew about God, and I knew who He was, but He was not a priority in my life. And then after my injury happened, I questioned a lot of that. I was confused. I asked Him why He let this happen to me. I questioned, did I do something to deserve this? Why me? I needed help. So I went back to God and decided to fully surrender and make Him the priority in my life and see what He would do. And when I did that, man, my life completely changed.
You said something to me the other day. You were glad for the life that you were living, I think, and you would never give any of it up. Did you mean you wouldn't give up being paralyzed?
My honest answer is, if I could go back to that day and change what happened, not go to the beach, not dive into that wave, and I'd have to lose everything that I've learned, everything that I've gained, all that I've accomplished, my heart, my perspective on life. No, my injury has given my life the meaning and purpose that I was looking for.
Purpose is small, purpose is big, but you never live a day without purpose. Somebody facing your tragedy is going to get stuck. And you were stuck in every sense of that word, emotionally, physically, spiritually. How'd you get unstuck? What was the shift?
One word, gratitude. For me, this injury taught me how to be grateful. It made me realize all the little things in my life that I never thought about, that I was taken advantage of. And I had to really shift my focus from the things that I lost, from the things that I couldn't do anymore. And this injury took away freaking so much, to what I still had, what I could still do. I could go on and on about the things that I'm grateful for in life. Gratitude will change your life.
The moment you change from how am I going to fix this problem, why is this happening, to what am I grateful for? What's wild is that opens up answers. It brings you to a place of being resilient more than any other mind shift. Pain equals growth, in our opinions. How has suffering and pain shaped you?
So I would not be where I am today without having gone through all the pain and suffering that I've been through. I would not have become a therapist. I wouldn't have gone to college. I wouldn't have become a therapist. I probably wouldn't be married right now. I wouldn't be expecting a kid, and I sure would not be speaking up here in front of all you right now. So this injury has taught me the importance of doing things that scare you, doing things out of your comfort zone, embracing suffering. Hard times don't last forever, but they will make you stronger.
Being comfortably miserable is that thing. You sit and you know you want to change, but you don't change because it's easier just to not do anything. You cannot get out of that comfortably miserable. I'm doing the wrong thing and I'm miserable about it, but it's so comfortable that I don't want to take the painstaking steps to get out of that misery. Every day you face things that make you uncomfortable. Can you give them advice on how to do that?
And I look back on my life and all the hard times I've gone through, and I'm like, good, I'm glad I went through them, because it made me the man I am today. It got me to where I am today. It got me to a point in my life where I never expected to be. I feel like I've accomplished more in my life right now than I would have accomplished in my entire previous life had my injury never happened. And that's because I've chose to stay focused on what's in front of me and not get stuck on the past and what happened to me and what's behind me.
It's what's in front of you that you can control. It's what's in front of you that you can see, not what you're imagining is in front of you. Some of these kids feel like they can't put one foot in front of the other, take that next step. If you had one of them come up to you and say, I'm stuck, what would you tell them?
When I was in high school, I was sitting in my history class. This was after my injury happened. My high school history teacher said something that I've never forgotten. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. And that's been my mentality ever since. And that's what I would share with anyone who is struggling.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. It's a series of choices that help you get there. The improvising doesn't happen all at once. It's, okay, I'm gonna try this, then I'm gonna try that. The adapting doesn't happen all at once. It's, all right, didn't adapt very well in this way. And so you cannot make those decisions without a positive, and it's so cliche, without a positive mindset. And it's not just I'm positive about my life. You'll notice what I said. It's positive. I'm not judging others around me. I'm finding that happiness in every little moment.
A negative mind will never give you a positive life.